Okay guys, so we are starting off with this dumpster, and immediately right off the bat we got some Mountain Dew. Pretty good start. I have never had a good start like that. Usually the first dumpster is always completely bland, has nothing in it. And you can see from the other side there was some open trash. It looks like somebody has been in here before us, but it doesn't look like they took anything. So I mean, it could be, they might not be there, but just gonna go ahead and climb in here. There's some other things in here as well. This pack of Mountain Dew has stuff all over it, so I'm not gonna grab it. We got some unopened earbuds that we will keep. I'm looking in it right now. So boom, find out they're in there, so I'm gonna keep hold of those. This jug of water looked new. Turns out it actually had a slice in it, so we're not gonna be keeping that. But I don't notice it now, so I'm keeping it now. But I will find out after we are done. I go ahead, I'm going to pick up this other thing of Mountain Dew because I realize it might have a little bit of stuff on it, but we can wash that off once we get back to the house. So I'm going to go ahead and take that too. I found this cool flower pot thing. I think it could be useful. Looked pretty cool, so I grabbed it. But it turns out I should have just not grabbed it because it broke. It did. It chipped off, so completely useless after that. Found some magazines. Those are just completely garbage. They're cool to find, but useless. Goldfish, you know, digging through the trash. I found some pet bites, so I grabbed those just because. I mean, I will grab literally anything that seems good. Found some more pet bites, 2 more things of them. They're for your dog. They are hip and joint bites. Supposed to be like helpful for the hip and joint of your dog. And that's it. So I'm going to climb out the dumpster and we'll move on to the next. This is a 2 dumpster spot. There's one here and one behind the truck. We got immediately right off the bat some chips, and I was contemplating just taking the pretzels because pretzels are good, but I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna grab the whole box. So I put that to the side. I look a little bit. There's some broken lights here. I was trying to decide whether I should grab or not because, as you can see right here, that one's not broken, but most of them are, so I just decided to leave it in there and not grab it. Everything else is garbage in here. There's nothing else good. So this dumpster here, you can see, is full to the absolute top, and I've gotten some really good stuff. I've gotten brand new mower blades, brand new, you know, Fisker's tools. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but I'm always excited for this one because we used to not get really anything from it, but then we just started getting stuff nonstop. We got a pressure washer from her. So digging through it, and I'm excited. I want to get down to the bottom. There's some empty oil jugs and just a ton of plants. I'm gonna save y'all some time. There's absolutely nothing in here, not this time. So maybe next go around we'll get lucky. Move on to the next one. Okay guys, this dumpster is, sometimes it gives some good stuff, other times it has absolutely nothing in it. I'm gonna go ahead and climb in because a lot of times those black bags can have some good stuff in it. This time there's definitely not. It's just gonna be trash, but it's always good to look in the black bags because you never know. I do end up getting lucky though. There's some wheels, so I grabbed those. That is the only thing in this dumpster. I do look in the front. The only last section I haven't checked. When I'm looking in dumpsters, I split them up into 4 sections, like a graph. So I'll look in each section and then I'll get out. There's also 4 other dumpsters beside this dumpster, 4 or 3, I can't remember, but they're usually every time just garbage. But it never hurts to look because I'm already there. So, and sometimes I can get some scrap metal or scrap stuff from there. And this dumpster I'm actually looking at now, I have gotten a lot of mower guards and bags from. I don't know why, but the rest of it is just garbage. This dumpster we started checking more recently. We used to never check it, but a year or so ago we started checking it, and it's been a great dumpster. We've gotten a lot of candy and Christmas stuff from it. Christmas time is always a great year because there's always a lot of stuff that people don't buy, and it always gets thrown away. You can see in the corner here there is what looks to be some cigars, and I don't smoke, but they're still a cool item, and I will grab them anyways. Right there. Some palm cigars. I think that's how you say, I don't know. 6 of them. 3 in a pack. 3 for 99 cents, which seems cheap to me. I mean, they're cigars, and they're big and thick, but that is the only thing I get from this dumpster. Not gonna waste your time. Here we go. Okay, guys, at this dumpster, I always check behind it because there's used to be like a pillow and stuff back there, so some homeless guy did sleep down there. And the lid of the dumpster's down, which I haven't seen in a while. I thought it only happened when it rained because the water maybe pushed it down, but it is down in 90-degree weather, so looking through, nothing. There is this propane thing, which is empty, I figured, but still scrap, so there's nothing else in this dumpster. This dumpster, I have found $20 in this dumpster once, and it's funny because something similar will come up in another dumpster. There's nothing in this dumpster, absolutely nothing, just pure garbage, as it should be. This dumpster, I don't usually find anything, but as soon as I move up this box, I do find some scrap. So, all in all, at least we found an item. This dumpster here, we call the haunted dumpster. I don't remember why. My brother had a haunting experience here once. I don't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. So it's forever known as the haunted dumpster. But we used to get tons of stuff from here. We don't get anything near it anymore. But there's some scrap. I was going to try and grab it, but it was just pretty good in there. So I just decided no. And there's nothing else in this dumpster. Never really is. In this dumpster, I'm hit with meaty scrap in the same rack as the last dumpster. I also find some markers. They look pretty gross. Like, the box looks like it's been in some horrible things, but I grab it anyways. There's also some scrap here. Don't mind grabbing scrap because it's literal money laying in front of my face. In this dumpster, you never know what you're gonna get. You could get something good, you get nothing. But this time, we got unlucky and we got absolutely nothing. Haven't checked in a while and haven't gotten anything from it in a while. But every now and then we will get something pretty good. I do end up finding this movie, and I was going to grab it, but the case is pretty chewed up. I opened it to see because I felt new, but the disc surprisingly looked completely in good condition. It seemed that it had no scratches on it, but for some reason the case was just completely destroyed, so I just decided to toss it back in, and that was the only thing I found. This dumpster here we used to get a crap ton of good stuff from, but that was years ago, and now we don't get anything from it. But we get scrap every now and then, so we still come here. This part is kind of stuck, but I do end up getting it eventually. I look in the back, see these things are always in there every time we search it, but never grab them because they're just plastic, and we're trying to grab mostly metal items, so. This thing here is a mice display, and I'm not entirely sure if the mice have USB and all the components needed for them to work. And they're not you can't just tear them off. As you can see, that mouse in the middle is broken off. So instead of trying to rip them off, I just grabbed the whole thing, because it actually doesn't matter, because the whole thing is metal with a little plastic layer on top. So either way, it was a win-win. This box here has a shredder in it, but it doesn't have the top, and I think that maybe the top's in here, and it turns out it was actually right underneath the box. Here it is. I'm not sure if they threw it away because it broke, so I tug at the cord, not really too much care because it can be scrapped if it doesn't work. I get into the dumpster to grab some scrap items, and that is all I get from this dumpster. This dumpster I walk up to, I immediately get met with this box, and right under some stuff in the box is a bunch of gummy worms. I was completely surprised by this because I've never had such a obvious, right in my face find. So I immediately put that in the truck because I can't believe I found it. And I searched through the dumpster, I find literally nothing else. It was like that box contained everything good in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just work my way to the next one. This dumpster is the exact same way as that one from before, where we used to get a ton of good stuff from it, but now we get basically nothing. But as soon as I walk up, I met with these cone snacks and this popcorn. I also see this peeler candy that went viral on TikTok for a little bit, but it's open, sadly, so I don't get it. On top of the lid of the dumpster are these two Taki puff things. I don't know why they're up there, if somebody left them because they were going to take them, but I decided to grab them and take them for myself. This side of the dumpster had some remote controls in it that shoot beads. They all seemed broken, but when I was looking at them, when I first grabbed them, it looked like that the tops could just clip back on. So I grabbed all of them. I find this chair, which I grabbed. Don't know why it was in there. Pretty good chair. And I also find this cool gel shoot gun. And I don't know why it was in there because it was completely brand new. I'm assuming it was just overstock, so I grabbed it. This dumpster I have yet to get anything good from. We started checking it more recently. In the first few times, there's stuff absolutely everywhere. Like, it looked like somebody just got in here and threw all the bags everywhere and ripped them all up. But this time, it looks pretty clean, but it always stinks. And there's always a bunch of bugs in it, so there's usually never anything good. And then as I walk over, I hit my face right there. I hit the side of my face, and then I stand there because it hurt pretty badly. I hit it right on that little bar. And I decide this is enough, I'm going to the next one. This dumpster here I got pretty excited about because the first thing I saw was a $20 bill, but I opened it up, it was all ripped up, so I figured that's why they threw it away, but it turned out it was actually just a non-credible $20 bill, so that kind of sucks. In this dumpster, I see these two pillows, and I wasn't going to grab them, but they're pretty unique and pretty cool, actually, to me, so I figured I'd just grab them just because of that, and they were in good condition. This dumpster, I walk up to, and I almost couldn't believe my eyes, but it was completely full of frozen goods, and it's too bad this is summer, because if it was winter, we know that those items would still be good, because would be freezing outside. Probably the same temperatures as in those freezers, so we would grab some of them, but like I said, it's summer, so which means all this stuff is spent out in the heat, and it's just completely gross. That is the only thing in this dumpster, obviously. This is the last dumpster, and I walk up, I see what looks to be memory foam, I don't know what else to call it, but I immediately get some scrap. Looks like somebody dumped their own trash in here because this shouldn't be in this dumpster. I guess it is possible, but there's also, some wood, metal gate, which I don't mind the metal gate, but there's some branches too, which kind of get in the way of everything else. Not like there's probably anything in here, even if the branches weren't in here, but I do end up getting lucky. I find nothing on this side. I move on to the other side. I see some car parts. I don't know why those would be in here. And right in front of my face is this very cool knife. I think whoever cut the branches may have threw it away on accident. I opened it up to make sure there's no blood on it, because I don't want to be taking a murder weapon. If I do find something like that, I would immediately call the police. That way it doesn't look, any more suspicious than me having it already. That is the only last thing I find. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I got. Okay guys, it is the next morning. We went last night. This is the haul from yesterday. We got pretty good amount of stuff. We went the other week and we got absolutely nothing. I'll show you what we got. We got that thing of hand soap and a box filled with magazines, which we used as packing material to pack some Christmas stuff up. But this is the haul. Got these 2 cranberry drinks. Nobody's probably going to drink them because I know they're gross. These wheels, I don't know. I can't put my mind on what they would go to. But I know they go to something like an outside, I think, item. Like a spreader or something. And all these, they might be expired, but the expiration date doesn't affect them at all. Like, especially gummies. I've never had something like an expiration date affect a gummy. Or chips, or any popcorn at all. But always gotta make sure that all the stuff we get has air in them. Because a lot of the stuff we get is like sliced open or doesn't have air because it's pod. That's why it's thrown away. So gotta be careful of that. But we got some washable Crayola markers. We got the cigars, which I was really surprised at. I don't know why they throw these away. In my 5 years of dumpster diving, I've never found cigars. This knife was one of the last items we found. And I think it was thrown away accidentally because I was searching the dumpster and it was filled with branches and stuff. So somebody had just cut branches. So I don't think they meant to throw that away. We got these sandwich bags, probably trash because they're open, but still an item nonetheless. Some body wash, coconut body wash right here. Got the gel blaster, which I don't think they meant to throw away. I think it was thrown away just because of overstock. We got some earbuds still in the package. Some Mickey Mouse Clubhouse numbers and counting. We got some hip and joint bites for your dog. They have an expiration date 07/24, but I don't know if that would affect them, so might just throw those away. But I wasn't gonna grab these pillows, but I figured, hey, why not? They might be ugly, but they have a lot of detail and they're kind of cool, I guess. Got this bin, might just throw that away too. It have a little hole in the bottom, not like it affects it, but the coolest item I think we got was the shredder. Because it was thrown away because it didn't work. The reason it didn't work was because it was clogged up. But after, cleaning it out, it worked completely fine. So, nice spreader. Free of charge. Some other items we got were these tanks. But they're all broken. I figured they could probably be fixed like these. But when we got back, I realized the black wires broke to almost all of them. There's only one that they're both still attached. So, only one's green. I don't know if that means something, but so they're all trash. And some other trash we got were some hot pork rinds. Nobody's gonna eat those, so we're just gonna throw those away. And yeah, that's the haul. Best items, definitely the shredder, cigars, and the knife were pretty cool. I was very surprised to see those, but thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we can get a good night like this again. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye.